Now, the second tier is called the application server tier. Now, even though it's drawn as one big box with multiple servers on it, this does not reflect how it can be installed. So conceptually, the application server tier consists of several components. Some of them will be with a cleanse, matching, master reference, hierarchy server. So let me go into more details of that in a moment. But I do want to emphasize this is not how you install it. For example, you can install all of these components on one machine, one physical machine, or you can install them in several machines. For example, I can install 2 cleanse servers on one machine or distribute them. Same thing with the match. Why would I want to do this? For scalability, for performance. So depending on how you have acquired the product, the licensing of it, you can actually distribute or install multiple servers. Here in this box, I'm just going to discuss the various components, but please be aware this is not necessarily how you install this. So beginning with the cleanse and match server. What do they do? Well, the cleanse server cleanses data. We're going to see in other demos and throughout the other modules that when you bring in raw data, you may want to standardize it. You may want to change it, concatenate, make uppercase, cleanse addresses, etc. That is called cleansing. The object that does that is the mapping. The object that executes the mappings is the cleanse server. Now, matching. We want to have the ability to identify similarity or exactness of records. Well, who does that? After we set up the match rules and execute the match rules, the match server is the one that's doing its work to see if 2 records are identical or similar. The master reference server does pretty much most of the work. It is what keeps everything working. It is what's controlling our reference servers. And the hierarchy server, depending on the options you have purchased, the hierarchy server is another component that keeps track of the hierarchical or affiliation relationships. It's a server. Now, we also have something called the data director server. Well, that is dealing with the data governance as we have configured it. So all this is happening at the application tier. How do we get in here? Well, remember how we get into the Hub console? Someone is authenticating us, someone is authorizing us, so there's a whole layer also that is allowing us to go in here. Let's go to the application tier. And what's given us access to this hub? Well, that's happening at the applications layer. You see the Hub console? We go through the Hub console to go to the respective servers in the application server tier. We could also create an API or integration components using what we call the SIF,